On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we are back with my turbo go-kart, and we're gonna do the last thing that I wanted to do to it. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Chair Go, and like I said, I'm here with my K20 turbo 600 horsepower Ariel Atom here. We've seen it do some amazing things recently, and then I was like, I'm done with it. I'm putting it up for sale. And in that video, I think that's the one where the exhaust welds broke, but that was quickly fixed the next day. As you can see, it's all been replaced, welded back up. It's much better. It's not a fusion weld anymore. It's a solid weld. And I took it to Cars and Coffee after that. You sure you don't want to come with us?
I wish I could.
What are you working on?
I got an HVAC guy coming out to the trailer.
Oh, to work. Yeah, I got you.
Going.
Well, good luck. Casey's got the jump pack.
Right.
And we're here for another 30 minutes or something, and Elliot wanted to drive the Atom. So he's gonna drive the Atom.
This hat's gonna pull off. This is a Corvette guy driving it.
A Corvette guy driving a car that's too fast.
It's got a car with half the cylinders. I don't know. We'll see here.
All right, well, I'm excited to watch you stall it 5 to 8 times.
Oh, good.
Ignition is this switch. Starts the big button.
Not even 2 inches.
Yeah, the clutch doesn't move at all.
Great.
Here, there's no parking brake either, so I'll hold you back. Other button. We're taking bets. How many times will he stall it? Oh!
You should have said none.
You should have said none! He made it out of the hole. And since then, I've been waiting on a buyer to come through. He hasn't paid, so it's not sold yet. And if anybody else is interested in it, it's definitely still for sale. Feel free to email me if you want what's at least the 3rd fastest Atom in the world. But I've had this sitting here for a long time, and whoever buys this car is gonna have to ship it across country. And I keep telling them I've got, 3 sets of wheels and tires, tons of boxes of parts. Well, this was one of the big boxes of parts. So today I'm gonna put it on the car, and it will make life easy for the next person. So this is the Skunkworks front wing mount. You can see it's got those nuts welded into it down there. That's for the front wing if you have the giant carbon wing. And if you don't, it gives you a place to mount it. You have to have this if you want to put the wing on the car. It's awesome. The car looks just evil with that front wing on it, and even better with both wings. I mean, it's out of control how cool these things look. And it also is the front tow hook mount, so there's no real way to tow this thing or pull it into a trailer. I mean, you can just push it, it doesn't weigh much, but if you need to tow it, or you're on a track and you need to pull it off track, they want that tow hook. So today we're going to put that tow hook on, and it requires a ton of work. I had already started on this, and I was like, we have to make a video. I had to take half the car apart. So the next thing we're gonna do today is take the radiator basically off the car. We're gonna pull all the bolts out of that. Then you have to put brackets behind that and onto the suspension and all kinds of stuff. And those brackets let you locate these lower arms on the wing mount. So a lot of work to do here. And today we're gonna knock all that out. And when we're done, we should have a front tow hook sticking out of this thing. And also, now that I've got the nose off, it's gonna go, it's scratched up, it's old. It's gonna go get resprayed matte black at a body shop. So that's all going down today. So let's look at what we have in the front of the Atom. We've got the cute little radiator right there that somehow works amazing. This thing never gets hot. And we have these brackets that the wing mount needs to mount on. So I thought they would go on here, something like that. They absolutely do not. Those holes don't line it up at all. And then I noticed the lower hole is gigantic. So that means it's gonna mount on the lower control arms bolt way down there. But you can't get to that bolt without getting the radiator off. And of course you have to pull part of the radiator anyway for the bracket. The hard part is the radiator in there is hard lined. So you don't have a lot of movement. We're just gonna try to lean it down and get those bolts out. First we have to jack up the front end, pull a whole bunch of bolts off before we even get started putting this thing together. So I'm gonna throw the jack in here, we'll lift this thing up and see how much work it actually is. At this point, it's been tons of work. Yeah, I had to cut the turn signals out, so I'm gonna put those back with weather pack connectors, which is exactly what this is, so that it comes apart easily for the next person if they ever have to work on the car. It was so much work to take all of that apart. And when it goes back together, it's gonna be better. As far as the wing mount, it goes right about here. You can see there's a threaded hole right there that mounts on. and then that should sit up like this, and then the tow hook screws into the front of it. So Skunkworks has instructions for this job, and they obviously say that you have to pull everything apart, basically. Take the radiator off the car, drain the coolant down, tilt the thing up in the air so you don't have coolant coming back, but you don't. Just twist that thing a little bit, carefully, and make it happen. That's really all there is to this. We're almost done right now. Just spin off these rubber isolators that mount the radiator. Whoop, there's one. And we should be ready to drop out that LCA. Boom, boom. And now I just need to figure out which one is which. But it definitely mounts just like that. So if I hold the mount up here. So now we've got the lower bolt out and we have the radiator sitting about where it belongs. Let's put this thing back up here and see how it should sit. I think it sits like this, and it does not fit too well. Let's see. Well, that doesn't work. So we had it right the first time. It can only go one way. So now I've got both of the butterfly brackets on. That didn't take long at all, and we are ready to try and hang the actual wing mount. And they say that it doesn't fit very well. Pretty much right in the PDF, it says you may have to bend things and leave out the top bolt to try to fit this thing on. So we're gonna try everything they say in the manual. So first of all, I'm gonna try to get this one started. I got it started. So they're right. I'm pretty sure you have to bend it to make it fit is code for we didn't design our part very well. I think that's the code. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. All right, well that one started too. None of this fits very well, I gotta say. It's a kind of a crime. Now for the bending. Wow, it will go. You just have to really put your back into it. Well, if you ever have to do this, and I kind of doubt you will because there's not many atoms in the world, don't cross-thread this, whatever you do. I can tell you that if you do cross-thread that bolt, you're gonna have a bad day since it's a tapped insert in the actual frame. Not even sure what it's there for. I guess it's here for this. Like, this must be how Ariel does it, and they just copied it. But it is going in, it seems like. So since it is, let's see what this is. Looks like a number 6. And it is, but I don't trust. Okay, I do trust it. It's going in. I gotta say, there must be an Ariel part out there, the OEM one, and I bet it fits better than this. And now that I've got all of it started, I can actually do final tightens, and that'll let me pull this back a little bit. And it does technically fit, but the coolest thing about this entire bracket is this insane billet tow hook that they give you. This thing costs a lot of money. I think it's like 275 euros plus shipping to the US, so it was like 400 all in or something like that. This tow hook is incredible. Look at that. It's like a machined solid piece and it tapers into the threads. That's not coming apart. I gotta give them that. That's worth a lot of money. So now we just need to see if that will screw in. And boy, I've tried this off the car. All right, we got it started. And it wasn't going well. I was a little concerned. And now I think we also need to notch the nose cone when this goes back in. We have to like put a little cut in the fiberglass, carbon fiber, so that clears those tubes. But hey, now with a little lever, stick a screwdriver in the eyelet, we have a tow hook. I think the tow hook clears the whole way. I sure hope it does. And this will be so nice. We've had to pull this thing before. And even when you're putting it on a trailer, you have to strap to the chassis. So with this, we'll have some kind of attachment point that should be safe. So just about got that tow hook in there, and I do think it won't ever come off. Might even bend the screwdriver. Woohoo! Tow hook achieved. Now, I think a lot of racing classes you have to have the tow hook. So, that works. I've had this part since the day I got the car. It's been over a year, and the entire time I planned on doing this. I really wanted to install it on the car, and I looked at it one time and was like, oh, no way. This is a huge job. And it turns out it was a huge job. So we've got it finally on the car. I'll tighten everything down, and we'll send out that nose cone to be cleaned up, like I said. And this thing, hopefully, I don't ever make another video on it. I love it. It's fun to drive, but honestly, it's time for it to leave, like I've said before. And I hope the buyer that said, I'll take it, comes through. If he doesn't, I mean, or if you guys want it, just shoot me an email, and we can make something happen. We have talked about the price. The price isn't changing. It's absolutely wild. All the comps for this thing are closer to 75,000, and I'm asking 60, so it's a pretty good deal. And now she's all buttoned up. All of our bolts are tightened down. The brackets actually do sort of, they bend themselves into place. You can see that it put quite the bend in the metal there, but hey, it's exactly what they asked for. It's good to go, and if we step on it now, seems solid, so I'll give them that. I gave it a good bounce. So there you go, there is your car update for the day. Now we're gonna head over to my dad's shop where my brother's rebuilding like a 25, 30 foot long hydraulic cylinder, 2 of them actually, and see some live action over there. So the Atom is ready to go faster if you throw a front wing on it. It would honestly help this car if it had a front wing too. And let's go make some hydraulic magic happen. Out here at the hydraulic cylinder farm, you can see they've been growing them. This is one of the longest specimens. It's been out here for a couple of years. You guys about done?
Yep.
Figure it only takes about 3 seconds to knock one of these things out.
I'll put her together.
It's got 2 rams on her.
2 crowd cylinders.
Which crane does this go on?
That one. It's inside the...
Huh. It's just strange that they're yellow.
No, it was originally yellow.
Ah, I see.
The Air Force painted it. Up. I'll give you your thumb right. Okay.
Yeah, it checks out. Now it's going to be easier because it's all fresh.
Put that one together this morning.
All brand new.
Yep.
That's why I was saying, you gotta just grow these things, and a couple more hammer hits, they got that thing slid on. Inner sleeves on. You guys just putting transmission lube on here like it's nothing?
That is nothing. All the time. Yeah, see hydraulic cylinder so big that it takes piston rings instead of...
It does take piston rings.
Instead of seals.
It's pretty funny. I mean, it's a big ram. I think the car crusher ram is bigger than this,
It
like
is.
longer and
No, not as long.
not as long.
It's slightly bigger in diameter, but slightly less than about
3 times, I would say, yeah.
We'll be rebuilding that here before too long. It's
When it
just-
blows all of its seals out, yeah.
It's already blown up.
I heard
It
it's...
was crushing stuff though.
Yep.
You hear the one about the 2 hydraulic mechanics?
I heard the one about these guys were just out here using brand new wood like it didn't cost more than the whole hydraulic cylinder.
It came with the pallet. They were
Bonus wood?
they were outstanding in their field.
What a joke. Top tier comedy. So there you go. Hopefully that's my last update ever for the Atom. I got something checked off my to-do list that had been there for a year. I'm glad it's done. It'll make it easier to ship, and hopefully you guys got to learn something about what's going on under the hood of the Ariel Atom. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchchairgo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I'll talk to you next time. The monster. It's been real, but I'm excited to see this thing go. As soon as the nose goes back on, it'll look amazing again.